Hello everyone, thank you for watching my Starcraft 2 TVT replay. This is in the Silver League. I just advanced from Bronze to Silver last night, and this was my first Silver game. I wanted to share this with all of you because I did lose this game, but my opponent did very well, and I actually picked down a few tactics he used. So I believe I learned more from my loss here than I would have learned if I would have won this game. Alright, so let's get started. Nocturnal, which is me, is spawning as the red Terran on the right hand side of this map. And on this side of the map, it's going to be the blue Terran named Random. Alright, so we both start off with a very basic Terran build. We're going to wall in our little ramp to get up to our command center with a barracks and 2 supply depots. But the difference between me and him later on to the game is I get my refinery out a little bit quicker than he does, so I get mine out first at about 13 supply. And he doesn't get his out right away. And my scout, my SCV when I go to scout, notices that, so I'm pretty confident that he's not going to go for a Reaper expand or some Banshee 4-star port Banshee cloak thing. So I'm pretty confident that won't happen, so I'm a little more comfortable at my situation now. So my barracks does finish at about the same time his does, but he gets out a marine quicker than I do, just because I was short of minerals and wasn't able to get that out in the SCV at the same time. So it looks like at about 3:30 I start to make my engineering bay along with the second barracks, and he builds his gas at about, looks like it was 18 supply, I think it was. And he still has 1 barracks and his natural coming on the way. And then on my side of the map, right now I have 1 barracks, 3 marines, another barracks on the way, 19 SCVs out on the field. So I do have more supply than him. I have 2 more units than him, which more than likely 1 marine more and then 1, no, it looks like I just have more SCVs at the moment. So I do send my 3 marines out to the front of my natural just because I'm going to start building my expansion soon. So I kind of want to set a secure perimeter so no one gets up my ramp and does some cheesy business there. So I do hold off his forest, and I do start just pooling minerals so I can start getting my command center built. So I do get my command center out, and about the same time it gets done, or almost done, my upgrade finishes. So I'm 1-0 with my marines, and I have 5 marines out, versus he has a couple reapers that are coming on the way there. And he also has 2 more barracks down, so he'll be able to produce more marines and more battle units than I can. Alright, so he did end up killing my SCV that was building my command center, which wasn't too crucial. So we are at the same supply now, but it was a little inconvenience. But I did end up holding it off. I don't believe I killed his reapers, but I did hold it off. So no more further damage was dealt. So as soon as my orbital gets out on my natural, he starts making his 3rd base. So he's gonna have 3 command centers versus my 2. So at the field now, gonna have 2 barracks on my side, 1 on the way. Engineering bay out with 1-0, versus I have 6 marines outside of my bunker, and he has 4 barracks with with 2 reactors coming on 2 of them, and he has a tech lab teching up his marines. He also has a factory on the way too. So right now I would say he's in a better position, even though I have more units than him. His economy is much stronger than mine, which is more crucial than in early game than having a big army. My scan does notice this, so I've realized he's doing a marine push. And unfortunately I did not see his base here. And as you can tell, he did wipe me from that little push. And it looks like he is also building a tech lab on his factory to go for some siege tanks. And also with the starport on the way. Alright, so as my economy is kind of stabilizing at about 21 SCVs, or 23 SCVs mining minerals. And at about, still got about 6 Marines, 7 Marines, 8 Marines outside of my bunker. It looks like I did make another bunker just to kind of be more turtley. I did get my sensor tower out, so I did see that he was coming. So I do get my factory out too, because I realized he is doing a Marine Rush, and the best thing to do against Marine Rush is build tanks. Looks like I did get supply capped here, which is never a good thing. So at about the 11 mark, I started making my starport, which is really late, just because I could have got my starport out at about 8 minutes, 9 minutes, and maybe have got some drops out because he did not have any turrets up. I don't even think he had 2 engineering bases. He did. He was not upgraded yet on either, but he didn't have any turrets out, so I could have successfully done a drop. This is where it starts to get a little more interesting. My tank does finish up here pretty soon, while he is teching his army up and making a big ball of death in the center of the map. He's gonna have 2 tanks and about 15 Marines and a Martyr and 2 medevacs and a couple Reapers. The Reapers were probably just thrown in there. But in my main opinion here, it seems like bio. When you go for bio, it usually seems like you have to be a lot more aggressive with your play, constantly doing drops, constantly pressuring, constantly trying to take off its expansions. If they make a 4th base or 3rd base, trying to do that. So if I would have known he would have went all this, I think I should have started producing more tanks and maybe Hellions and Hellbats. But I didn't, since I'm still a new player, so I just went with bio, which was a big mistake. And I should have scouted more as well. So it looks like he's kind of thinking, getting an idea what to do here. He does plant his 2 tanks here. Those weren't as crucial as this one up here, as you will see here in a sec. But he does do a really cool drop. This is where it's really cool. He places his random places his tank right here. So it does have vision. Wrong one. So it does have vision of actually most. This can reach Marines that are come within close range, and it can even reach that factory. So he does do a drop. I do not know his tank's there. Well, maybe I do know his tank's there. I didn't notice his tank was there before though. So I do try to take off his force, but unfortunately that tank is just wrecking me. I don't believe he had an upgrade. Didn't look like he had an armory out. So, but anyway, that tank was just destroying me because I couldn't attack it. I didn't have vision for it. And I poorly placed my siege there. And from there on, it was really just GG. So what I really took off from this game was that if you're gonna play bio, especially in a TVT, that you have to be a lot more aggressive all the time. You really don't have time to tech up. Versus, say, if I did go mech, I could have had 3 more siege tanks, and I would have had 3 more siege tanks. I could have probably held off this army, even throw in a couple Vikings there to destroy his medevacs from doing the drops. And I should have probably put on some more of my turrets around the sides and just scouted more, basically. Know your opponent. When you're tearing, you gotta know what your opponent's doing. Like, if you're in a TVZ, you don't want them to take up the Ultralisk because you're dead. Unless you have Mass Martyr, and even if they go Muta, then you're screwed. So, Darren, you always need to be aggressive. That's what it seems like for me. I do my best games when I'm always aggressive. If unless you play mech, then I could see mech. You could play a little more defensive, turtley, but usually mechs last a little longer, and they don't tend to be as fun as some of bio, marine and martyr comp. So what I take from this game as my first silver game from a bronze league is that always scout, always see what your opponent's doing, and always take from your losses. So I know this trick now. I'm gonna definitely try this next time I get this map. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comment below to have me become a better player or make better videos. I haven't made a video for a while, so I am kind of rusty at this. It did take me a couple times to make this one. But anyways, I appreciate your support, and this match was really fun. And just remember, guys, go out there and play some games at Starcraft. You know, any league placement is fun. It's Grandmaster, Master, Platinum, Diamond, Gold, Silver, Bronze.